What up, folk? It's been a minute since I got in the kitchen and did anything constructive. And it's probably still going to be a minute after this because it's not going to be fucking constructive. It's just heating shit up. Let me give you a little backstory on tonight. This is not butter. This is redneck Tupperware. Sunday, this being Tuesday, so I've had ham and beans for like the last half dozen fucking meals. Kind of over ham and beans. You know, I don't enjoy going off every hour on the hour like fucking Old Faithful. Old Yeller's dead. Old Faithful and fucking Yellowstone. But there we go. But on top of that, though, my colon's clean and all that shit, so nothing can live in there. If nothing can live in there, that's a plus. Refried, or not refried, spoiler fuckers. These are going to be refried beans soon. I haven't done a live one in a minute. Fucking, I'm all over the place. Give me a second. These are ham and beans. Now I said a little backstory. I'll do a little backstory again. The crock pot's up there, but actually that's the crock pot heater. The crock pot's over there, drying in the fucking drying zone of dishes. A little sip. Sunday, I got a nice 2-pound bag of pinto beans. And I'll show you. I'll show you like I generally do. Now these, you might say, are a little pricey. They're like $11 at the Walmart. But you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get about 8 to 10 small, well, small as my hand. My hand's that big. I may have large hands, I don't know. But these are decent size. Quarter, that's probably an eighth of an inch ham steaks. Bob Evans. Get like an 8 to 10 pack. It's 32 ounces, 2 pounds. $10 to $11. These are little ham steaks. Good for fucking ham and beans. Good for just throw them in there and fry them up. Barbecue sandwiches. Just throw them in your fucking panini or your goddamn George Foreman, which is the exact same whatever you fucking get a fucking hot iron and stick it on a plate. I don't know, however the fuck you want to heat meat up. Make you up some nice ham steaks. Chop them down. Good on omelets. Good on salads. Good on subs. Fucking, it's ham. You can put it on a goddamn tire and it's gonna taste good. Unless you're Muslim, and I respect your retarded belief that pork is evil and you're missing out on ham and bacon. I'm sorry I said retarded. I meant religious. They're both R words and they're very interchangeable. Nonetheless, these went in a crock pot on Sunday. 2 pounds of fucking great value pinto beans. Went to Walmart, so it's great value pinto beans, like $1.68. I'll give you the breakdown of price here. $1.68 there. That was like $10 to $11 for the ham, but that's going to be used across the board. Probably going to be put on some tortillas with some pizza sauce, chopped up and made into a little ham and maybe some pepper pizzadillas. But in this case, 2 pounds of pinto beans. I forgot to get fucking chicken broth. I like to use chicken broth, but in this case I use water with some chicken bouillon, which I already had 3 of those. Don't know chicken bouillon, like two something a fucking container. Excuse me, very gassy. 6 fucking meals of beans. I'm very fucking gassy. Fresh garlic, I think the 3-pack is $1 something. 1 medium full onion, chopped, peeled, chopped up into the size you want. I did about, quarter by quarter. What I did was, and some folks say to fucking soak the beans all night or soak the beans really fast in hot water. But I watched this one Mexican guy on YouTube, didn't catch his name, sorry I can't give him a shout out, but he owned a restaurant. He said, you don't gotta do all that shit. It's just to release the gases so you're not farty and gassy. I don't give a fuck if I'm farty and gassy. I'm farty and gassy all the fucking time. I'm farty and gassy now. Rinsed them off in the sink real good, got all the grit and all the major shit out. Because there's always going to be a little something extra. That's why they fucking allow for rat feces in most of your SpaghettiOs and fucking raviolis, because the shit's going to fall in the system and we're not going to shut down the entire plant for one turd. I did it that way, just cleaned them off nice and rough. Threw them in the fucking crock pot. This was like at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Beans, enough water to cover them. Cut two of those little steaks up into about a quarter by quarter, you know, small cubes. And then the onions and the real garlic. Threw all that in the thing. Fucking some bouillon cubes, because I didn't buy the, like I said, I didn't buy the chicken broth. Chicken broth and ham are great together. If you never had something called a cordon bleu, that is a chicken fucking patty with ham and then usually Swiss. Fucking delicious. Chicken and ham go together like beef and ham and ham and ham and ham and bacon and bacon and bacon and bacon and beef and everything lovely on earth. Nothing goes with fish because fish doesn't belong in the human palate. Now, on that, put it in the fucking crock pot, laid down for about 4 hours, put it on high. That shit all came together and married together lovely. Oh, I also threw in, let me not forget, a few actual full peppercorns and 3 to 4 full bay leaves, like around the sides where you can find them, because you don't want to eat that shit later. But it adds just a little something. Didn't add more salt because the fucking ham has salt. Did add a little bit of the black pepper, the table pepper as I call it. Get 6-ish hours on high. When it's soft to the taste, fucking outstanding. Now, I'm going to turn these ham and beans into refried beans, because after half a dozen times of eating them as ham and beans, and I even made fucking cornbread last night out of a box. I didn't make real cornbread, so don't. I made Whitey cornbread. I got a box out, poured some milk, water, and an egg in there, mixed it up, threw it in the old Ninja over there, and threw some extra pickled jalapenos in there. And it came out pretty good, you know. Let it cook till it's brown on top. You stick a fucking toothpick in there, it comes out clean. But this particular mix had honey in it. I don't like fucking sweet breads. So I was like, fuck. It's like when you get a nice glass of tea and no one told you it's got sugar in it. You're like, oh, fucking yeah, fuck yeah, tea. And you take a sip and it's like, oh, god damn it. The unicorn pissed in my mouth, and you throw it away, because I ate as much of that bread as I could, and now the birds out back will enjoy it the rest of the night and possibly tomorrow, because I don't eat fucking honey bread. I'm not going to say what we used to say back in the day when I was in high school, but it is a less masculine bread. It's a more effeminate bread. So now that backstory covered, and we got the ham and beans to where we are now, to where we're going right now. I got a pan. I got what I would say is the equivalent in here of actual real fresh ham and beans to, and I don't have one, but one of the large cans of refried beans, like a family size can, maybe a pound and a half. I'm going to throw these in here, heat them up. I got lard here in the fridge. I don't keep it in the cabinet because it gets warm and cold here too fast, and I don't want to fucking come in my cabinet and find a goddamn lard, fucking lard of fall, just seeping out. This keeps it nice, right where it needs to be. And you real cooks and chefs who I know aren't watching, because you don't and you never will, and that's kind of actually a nice thing. Talk your shit. I don't give a fuck. Got my smasher, beverage, got my fan going, windows kind of open because it's still not quite going, sun's not going down until 9 o'clock here. And today the high was officially 91, but with the feels like of 102. So explain to me how that works. Yet again, not going to harp on that. To this, I'm not going to add any more flavor. It is flavored where it needs to be. I will add the lard, and once it starts to come to a simmer and shit, mash it up. Let's get that going, shall we? Like I said, it's been a minute since I stepped in the kitchen and just did an actual cooking video, which it's not even really cooking, it's reheating and combining. I will need a small plate for the lard and a butter knife. I shan't be needing a dangerous implement of death. I'm gonna let that. As y'all know, I'm a fucking massive retard, and I go with touch. It's not hot until I can lay my hand in there. Don't try this at home, anyone under the IQ of 300. Not saying mine's up there, but you keep coming back. You're obviously more of an idiot than I am. And the cat is making love to the tripod, so it goes wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's not the house settling, it's not an earthquake, it's not the ghost that keeps fucking up my back meat. It's the idiot cat right there. She's doing it right now. And looking at me the entire time like, fuck you guy, I know what I'm doing. Close, close. Now, most of the people I see on the YouTubes, when they take their Hannah beans and turn them into refried beans, they will take, they'll drain the juice into something else and then add it as needed. But I like my beans kind of loose. God damn it, cat, quit fucking around. That's the, god damn it, stop it. Stop it. You're fucking everything up. I like my beans kind of loose, kind of juicy. Like if I make a nacho, it's, you know, spreads easier. So I'm gonna leave the juice in. And I can always simmer it down until it burns away. But I like mine kind of sloppy, you know, like an open-faced burrito. I throw some tortillas in a bowl and this cat, will you stop fucking around? And it's in a bowl and throw some beans on there and some sauce and maybe some lettuce and tomato, cheese. What was that? Ready to go. We're gonna pour these in, then we're gonna get the lard, and we're gonna get this masher, and we're gonna get fucking see who's who and what's what. You can hear that. There's a sizzle. Yes. Away. Fucking thanks, Spielberg. Asshole cat. Asshole cat. Fuck off. Go sleep in the street. Alright. guess I should use something rubber for the moving around. I'm going to lightly smash with my metal mixer so as not to fuck up my $20 non-stick pan, because I want to keep its integrity. But there's a big fucking thing of ham and beans. I'm not lying to you. I'm just not going to move the goddamn camera around because it's just me. And to that, I will add lard. I've seen people use bacon fat, but it's already got ham in it. And I don't readily have a cube or a jar or whatever the fuck it comes in of bacon fat, so. Smells like flavor. For this amount, I'm going to go with about, I would say 2 pats of butter you would get at a diner or a mom and pop restaurant. The little shits that come in the paper, you plug, you unwrap it and then you put it on your fucking toast. About the equivalent of that. Because I don't have a shit ton of beans or ham and beans in here, I don't need to go lard heavy. And I'm going to cube this down to about 1/2 inch squares so it melts quicker. I'm not trying to be here all night doing this bullshit, because I want to actually eat dinner and go to bed because I have to work tomorrow. Now, with this excess lard, I could go in the bathroom and relieve myself happily. But I'm going to wash my hands and keep this a PG family program so you all don't fucking shit your pants. Oh, fuck off. As always, I disrespect the environment every time by using paper towels and never this actual cloth towel that's hanging here that I will never touch because it doesn't raise the fucking global temperature and save the ozone. Actually, I forget it's there. This is easier. This is starting to come up to a boil over here on the side. Want to get this lard melted down, stir it around a few times, probably put it on low for a minute or two. You're probably not going to be here for the final fucking product, because once I get it where it needs to be, I'll probably turn it down and let it, some of the excess juice evaporate, put a lid on it, let it, all that bullshit. It's not the Science Channel, folks. I'm not going to try to fucking explain why shit works. I know I've seen it work, it works. That's the beans, plus now this melting lard. That is fucking lovely. Because in this case, we're not just refrying the beans. The ham that's in there, at this point, it's kind of become large chunks of bacon. Because going from the crock pot and then going back and forth from the refrigerator, it's kind of tensed up into a nice bacon-esque chunk. Again, I'm not adding anything new to this. What was there already is perfect. I just didn't want to eat another fucking bowl of ham and beans. I want to smear this across some fucking tostada shells over there. If you can see in that little yellow spot over there by the coffee pot, that's tostada shells. Or tortillas up there on top of the coffee maker. coffee maker, or the coffee, depending on where you lean. I got sliced cheese in there. I got fresh tomato. I got fucking lettuce. I'm not going to use onion because it's already in here. Oh, good Lord, that is nice. And that the little bit of full peppercorns I threw in there, they're opening up nicely. And all right, now I'm gonna move this camera and show it to you. It's gonna look a little soupy because, like I said, I like my refried beans to be a little more loose. I don't like to have to fucking get out my paving spatula and try to get that shit across there. I like to just take a spoon and go, or on my nachos, just, and it kind of runs all over the chips, and it's lovely and beautiful. Mount Vesuvius and all that bullshit. Well, shit. Where are we at? I can't see from this angle, but there's the beans, those nice dark chunks of the ham. The little whiteness to it is the lard. As you see, it's come to a kind of mild boil. I'm going to back that down to low and let that somewhat harden up. It's 8:08 here. I usually go to bed around 9, so if I let it back it down to low, high simmer, low, let that go, occasionally stirring. I'm not going to actually mash them until, oh, that's what the masher's for. Refried beans. What I just did there, taking other beans, lard, cooking them again. At the end, you mash the shit out of them, or to your liking, lumpy or smooth. You want them smooth, you mash the fuck out of them. You like them lumpy? I like them lumpy loose, like my turds. I know it's going to just fire out like a shotgun, but it's going to have a nice spread. This smells lovely. God damn it. No edits. Edits are and have always been, and I'll say it for 1,000 times, for pussies. Letting that go, fucking put it on high simmer. And as a matter of business, I'm going to put the fucking timer on so I can fuck off and do something else. Possibly use the rest of this lard residue to, fuck you, to possibly keep me off a clock tower. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to say 15. That should have a chance to soak up some of that juice. Make it the right consistency of diarrhea that I want. I like to control the consistency of my diarrhea by controlling the consistency of the shit that goes in that makes the diarrhea. This is a wonderland of diarrhea that you put something, it's a Play-Doh factory. You put something in, something comes out within an hour. That's why I try not to eat before bed, so I don't have to fucking wake up in the middle of the night and then go shit myself sideways and then try to fall back asleep. I'm sorry. It's not a character. It's really me. Sometimes I lose where the fuck I am, and between the two, what you get on camera is just a dial of a hair, but that's really me in real life. Oh fuck, folks! You might notice all this shit's gone. I was gonna do one for the ones who like to watch that. The ones, and I mean by the ones, I mean the ones, the 3 or 4. But I just had to get the shit off. Because Napoleon Dynamite is a goddamn great movie. And that Pedro shit where my head felt hot and I had to shit, that is real shit. Anyone out there who feels like their head is hot, at least once in your life, just get rid of it. It takes like, well, to get long, it takes a couple of years, but to get it back to just like G.I. Jane bullshit, boot camp bullshit, especially if you're young, 3-4 months, it'll be fuzzy. It'll be like a little fucking chia pet. But you owe it to yourself at least once in your life. Take that shit all the way down. God damn, it feels good. You're out of the fucking shower in like 2 minutes. Well, unless you make sure everything is thoroughly cleaned. Oh, this shit's just thickening up now because of. Oh, nice. Oh my. It's been a while since I made actual homemade refried beans, and at this point, if I want to thicken up a little more, I could throw in a few handfuls of cheese, and that would help to soak up some of that. But I don't want the cheese on the side or on the top. I want the beans to be the beans. They're the star of the show. God damn it. The lard gives it that restaurant flavor. It took it from homemade refried beans to, I went down the street to a nice mom and pop Mexican restaurant. That extra fat. Well, that's going to marry lovely with the sauce and shit. I like that. I kind of wish I had a little fucking 1 pound chub of hamburger to side fry and just mix in with it, because that would be fucking awesome. Those are good. Gonna let them continue to cook down, mash them up, tostada shells, burritos. I guess we've come to the end of the road, as boys. As boys, my voice cracks. We come to the end of the road. God damn, son. Let me slow it down. This slows this down. My brain moves too fast and my fucking tongue moves way too fast. So I got to slow the two down, or I got to focus, which takes me out of the moment, which takes me out of the creative, and I hate that shit when I have to bring it down like this, when I can just fire. That makes me happy, and I'm only here to make me happy. You guys' happiness is collateral, but I do appreciate it, and I respect it, and these shits are smelling lovely, I'm cooking down, and I am running half an hour here for absolutely nothing. Beverage, as always, and with respect and with love, and I'll give it for either one way you want to go. Peace folk or peace bitches, but peace. I am out. I should have been closer to the fucking camera. That wasn't timed right.